Did the Mavericks want the Clippers in the rematch?
No, I haven't asked anybody about this, but I'm watching that thing at Minnesota, and I'm seeing people say, "Oh, they're trying to lose." I'm going, "No, I don't think so. I think this is what the Mavs do. They can lose to Minnesota in a game where it would have benefited them to win. You'd much rather play Denver, right, Shan, than play the Clippers?
Yes.
You match up well against Denver. They've got the injury issues. They don't have the pedigree as good as they are, and they get the 4th spot. And you get the Clippers again, and been there, done that, got my ankle stepped on, got tackled and thrown to the ground, and got called a racist nickname. So here we go again. Last night, Luka said, "Oh, I like trash talk." And that's part of the fun. If you're not trash talking, you're not competing. And I appreciate the attitude, but that's not how I remember last year's round 1 series.
But
I don't
Michael,
remember at all. I remember the now dismissed coach Doc Rivers, after some early Clippers struggles, literally telling his bench, "You guys don't do anything else over here anyway. Start yapping." And you remember that game? You could see in the background. They had 10 guys over there screaming at Luka, just making fun of him and saying dumb things and saying mean things. And I don't think the Mavericks enjoyed it at all. Luka, though, against the Clippers this year, actually raises the bar in terms of his stats. He is a 30, 11, and 8 guy against the Clippers, even shoots a little bit better. And the Mavericks did go 2-1 against the Clippers, including an early season 51-point victory. But the Mavericks are underdogs here. And I would say this, Shan, if they lose this series, and the odds will say they will, then that won't be a step back, but you won't have stepped forward. And after what they did last year, I think some sort of gradual progress is desired and obviously preferred and would be helpful in terms of the growth of the whole program. And so I'm concerned that they're not going to have that step forward. But we start next weekend in Los Angeles, and maybe the Mavericks can pull the upset that a lot of people think, had Porzingis not gotten hurt in last year's series, they might have pulled off in the bubble.
Yeah, because that's the thing I was going to go with, and I'm trying to hold in a sneeze here, so excuse me if I wind up just blowing one out my nose. They were tied at 2, and then they lost KP. This is not the end of the world. Like they're not the favorites, and they shouldn't be favored, and Denver's definitely easier. But they do know how to beat LA. Like they know how to play this team. Like I think that we're making a little bit too much of a blowout here. No.
Well, I'll take Rick Carlisle over Tyronn Lue. So in terms of strategizing to ways to beat the Clipper, I'm with you there. But here's one of the problems with Porzingis, as we discussed. Well, yeah, but he was hurt. Well, Chop. Yeah, but what if he's hurt again? I don't go into this series thinking that Kristaps Porzingis is going to crisply play 4 games, 5 games, 7 games without incident. I've just not seen it happen. I've seen the opposite happen too often. By the way, Maxi Kleba is also battling an injury issue. He's going to try to play. They are healthy in Los Angeles largely, and they've changed the cast somewhat, but they still have Kawhi Leonard, who on a given night can be the best player in the league. They still have Paul George, whose only real flaw is he's not as good as he thinks he is. And they still have Morris, who apologized to Luka for some of the baloney last year, but I promise you is fully prepared to do it again.